Vane, it's the worst case scenario we could have ever hoped for. We'll never believe it.
I shall move to comfort friend Pride.
You remember the bandit lord that lately terrorized this region?
Yes, a half-orc in the inn was telling me about it last night. Mad.
It seems his lust for power knows no bounds. He has pulled up stakes after having depleted this area of all its resources and women and stuff, and has moved on to the further east from here. And Urton, my friend Urton, has got a couple of mercenaries in his service and is attempting to free these people of the hold of this damned malefactor.
Well, how much further to the east? There's that.
It's about 30 miles, according to Urton.
So what I want you, I want a couple skill checks being made. So, Pride, why don't you go ahead and give me a bluff, please? And you can add +2 onto there because of your dramatic RP. And everybody else, I want you to give me an insight check. And everybody drop them into the castle, please. Drop all of those drops into the castle. Thank you.
I'm not seeing a castle.
The little red dragon.
The red dragon thing. Yes,
yep,
gotcha.
Sorry about that. A nice new Dungeons and Dragons scheme as well. I like the new setup.
No, I do like that dragon. It's very sexy.
Yeah, that dragon is pretty hot, Dave.
It is the Tyranny of Dragons logo.
Hey, am I coming through now, guys?
Hey, sounds good, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah, whatever you did, it fixed it.
Yeah.
I think I'll stay off camera, but I think I got audio in the game now. So
Sure thing. Sounds good, man. Are you in the game right now?
yeah, I'm in there now.
now.
I just rolled.
Oh, very good. Yeah,
He is in here. Okay.
every nice. Thanks, guys, for putting this in the Dice Tower. The Dice Tower works is so beautiful. So yeah, everybody, you guys can actually. You're a little skeptical of Pride, but I mean, he seems believable with the tears and how. I mean how he's actually coming through.
Wait, I believe him?
You somewhat believe him, yeah. I mean, you can kind of question him, but
Because
you
I
actually...
had a whole thing planned out, but I believe him, so I'm going to do something different.
Yeah, you seem like... This is the second time you've done this now.
I think I believes him the same way he believed him when we came down here in the first place.
Right.
That it might be the right thing to do, but not exactly the truth about why they're doing it.
Pride.
Yes, my dear.
I can't believe you got such terrible news. It sounded like you were having a goddamn party.
I give you a wink. Turn my head towards only you and give you a wink. Yes, this bandit lord issue will never end. It seems, Vale.
Very well.
But
Let's just get on with it.
But Urton intends to pay us for our mercenary services in eradicating the Bandit King, as I think... I don't know if it's fair or not. I somewhat feel uncomfortable about taking money from Urton for such a just cause, but I'm willing to do it if all of you are down with it, so to speak. 25 more gold for our purses. Each.
My blade is thirsty, and my
Work is
pocket
work.
is dry, so yes.
Verily, friend Pride, it is a task that is suitable for adventurers such as ourselves.
Indeed. We will slay the Bandit Lord once and for all this time, probably. Maybe. If
Perhaps.
we find him. If he's there.
Well, when do we leave? Let's go now.
Oh, well, Urton said he's leaving within the hour, so I figured we'd go close out our business at the inn, grab our things, and join back up with him.
A whole hour?
We can pay our bills, Mom.
Urton has taken care of all our bills for us. Gratis.
Oh, wow, yeah. Interesting.
He has spared no expense, it seems, huh?
I thought you were paying Pride.
I paid last night. That was just for our drinks and stuff, and for the inn. I don't. I'll have to see Urton about getting my money back. I guess. But
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't have the coin for that game. So it's okay.
You can get it next time. That's all right.
Well, everybody can add 25 gold to their sheets, so... I mean,
Yeah,
we
just got paid
Done
25.
and done.
You're already done.
everybody had it. All right. So you guys take care of
Yeah.
all of your business. Any last things that you guys would like to do before the? It looks like the caravan is starting to saddle up. The mercenaries are. It looks like they're ready to go. Total of 5 wagons in this caravan.
Are we walking or riding?
Oh, you guys will be walking the 25 miles or so from Talar to Brindle, and it'll pretty much take. I would say it'll probably take 2 days. So by the end of tomorrow, you should be getting there.
Yep.
Pride couldn't get better rides. We had to walk. It'd take forever to get there.
Oh well, I mean, I don't have the money for a
Well,
horse.
we'll be stopping at about the halfway point between Talar and Brendel. We'll be stopping for the rest, and we'll also stop several times to feed the horses and water the horses. There are several stopping points along the way, sir and madame.
I don't need to stop. We should just keep going quicker.
Well, if
Anyway.
we don't want to work the horses to death, and then you will have to pull the wagons.
There's no
all the way
telling
to
what
Brindle.
sort of bandit outpost we'll run into along the way either.
There's really no-
Phil is young for an elf, so she's very immature, impatient.
Right.
Well, if you think we're just going to march right into the gates of the giant shield tribe, we're not going to be doing that, Pride. We will just be, cruising just right down the Dawn Way. It's
Okay,
just a
alright.
straight west, east shot. There is a little bit of banditry sometimes.
Would it be quicker to
mostly
go through
kobolds,
these shield
goblins.
things?
Excuse me? Go
Would
through
it be
where?
quicker to go through these shield things?
The shield things. What
The
are you
things you
talking
I
mentioned.
about?
believe she meant the orcs.
Yes,
Oh,
the orcs.
no, this is the giant shield up to the north. He was just
Ah.
kind of mocking Pride for
Yeah, big facetious. Yeah.
yeah,
The mountain range. Yes.
yeah. Oh yeah, the orcs are big in the giants mountains up there. They're massive, and also the orcs are big in the Wyvern Watch mountains to the south.
Don't worry, Fail. If humans wish to take 2 days, let them take 2 days. Well, it means nothing to us.
Yeah,
It is-
25 gold for the trip is a pretty nice amount of change for a mercenary as yourselves.
Yeah, but
Through
in 2
what?
days I can't spend it.
Have you ever
Right.
played cards?
Oh my.
What can you
Who has time for that?
what can you tell us about Brindle? How is it compared to Tolar?
Oh, Brindle's a pretty large city. There are. It's definitely not a hamlet. It's like a very large town. There's a lot of locations. It's basically it's the largest town of this. Basically, the capital of El Cervale. Lot
Fail? It'll be alright.
A lot going on.
Yes, Phil, a nice, big, plump, juicy town.
Lots of inns. Lots of there are all kinds of establishments to where you can buy potions, magic items, all kinds of good stuff. So.
And
Lots
fat
of little
purses.
adventures that
It
keep
is
us
nice.
entertained.
Fat,
Yes.
juicy purses.
That's right, Phil, that's right.
Miss the entendre.
So yeah, I get done with get all my clothes and belongings and try and join back up with it whenever the rest come.
Got the backpack on, maul between the, over the shoulders, Yep.
Big tree trunk
Yeah, you can
pretty
you
much.
can stow your supplies, your backpacks on one
on
of
the
the
wagons.
wagons.
Okay.
Yeah, there's plenty. Absolutely, there's plenty of hooks hanging off of it. The other mercs are doing that as well. So
I believe I'll keep mine on for now.
okay,
I will.
Yes.
I shall carry mine, as I am used to wandering the wilds whilst carrying my equipment.
oh yes, the
I
wanderer
will hook
himself.
mine on the wagon. I'm not about to carry all this when I don't have to. I'll just pull my little ritual book, my prayer book, the Book of Joy, I guess.
Ooh.
And I'll pull it out and I'll have that with me. And thumb a few pages on the path while we walk.
Sounds good. All right, so the caravan heads out. You guys start to head east. This is a very agricultural area. You know, actually, the whole entire trip from west to east, it's mostly all agriculture. You know, the Vale, this portion of the Vale basically feeds the majority of the entire Vale. So all of these tributaries coming off of the lake, with all of its moist lands, the soil is great to grow anything. Lots of different crops. There's lots of stops along the way where sort of like bedside inns. There's very nice. A lot of small towns, a lot of produce being sold, a lot of vegetables, a lot of fruits, a lot of flowers. I mean, anything is being sold along the Dawnway. Sort of like a bunch of small little mini flea markets. So the first day pretty much goes by uneventful. And as you guys are traveling, why don't you guys tell me a little bit of what you're seeing as we're traveling? Let's just not let this all fall on the eyes of the dungeon master. Let's kind of see what you guys are checking out as well on the way, and whether it be some as part of the 5 wagons, maybe some of the people traveling, anything. It can be anything. What are you guys noticing on this journey?
Coming from a country, growing up, any of these plants or the farm look different or interesting?
You tell him.
Oh, yeah, true. Fair enough. Right.
Yeah, what do you mean by different or interesting?
Well, coming from a northern people, things that were from probably a more temperate climate might not be as common up there. So you got a lot more corn and maybe some soy, stuff like that. Those type of makes little mazes. We got like cornfields if this is the middle of summer or even into the fall.
You got a lot of wheats and barleys up there, and then that's the good thing about being down here in the Vale. There's everything that you don't have up there. Like down here, there's all kinds of the watery vegetables like tomatoes, and there's the watermelons, the other types of melons, and I mean there's just such a great variety of everything.
Watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm wandering along, I'm going to carefully pick the occasional stalk of corn and start weaving it into an almost a crown sort of affair, and interweave wildflowers into it as we're travelling along.
So you're trying to just take like a needle and thread and making
no.
Like
it's literally just weaving the stalks of the.
Yeah, you ever seen palm weaving where you make those hats out of palm leaves? Same idea.
It's that sort of thing, but a lot rougher looking, and it's only like a circle. It would sit on the head. That's it. It's more. Yeah, it's like a garland.
Perfect for one with
a
nature.
circlet.
Exactly.
Perfect for one with nature. So, Fail, what do you see on this caravan?
As we ride down the road, I'm looking at the farmers, and off to the side, most of them are human, and I'm just kind of looking down at them, and just kind of wonder why they do things so terribly. It's because they're inferior, of course.
Yeah, that is what the elves have always thought. That's for sure.
Yeah, Phil is very racist.
But you do have
they live such quaint and content lives.
Yeah, you do have
pathetic.
Elves have
it almost stinks of patheticness.
I always thought that elves have a soft spot in their heart for the humans, and almost feel sorry for them.
It may be quaint, but at least it's not long.
The most cheerful of elves.
There's a little bit of bitterness going on.
Emo team thing going on there.
Check for traps. What do you see on this trip?
Well, the Seeker's kind of bounding along. He's trying to be very dutiful in his guard duties, so he's trying to be very perceptive. And of course, his little short, stumpy legs means he's got to every once in a while he's got to jog to kind of catch up to the wagon he's trailing. And he's looking to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, trying to show everyone that he's watching out for bandits and brigands. But he always keeps getting distracted by every little bug that comes through, like a grasshopper, something like that, and he'll run out and catch it and look at it in his hand for a while, and then and then some butterfly will flutter by, and he'll try to catch it, and then he'll realize what he's doing, of course, and kind of straighten up and start looking to the left and looking to the right, trying to find those bandits.
As a goblin arrow strikes you in the shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. Nice.
So he almost has like a mantic energy to him in his
Yeah,
actions.
right, and kind of like a childhood curiosity.
He's always seeking. He's very naive, remember?
Very naive.
So what about Vane? Vane, do you see anything in particular, or?
Grass.
Vane?
Trees.
Vane, are you there?
Sorry, yes, sorry.
Oh,
I
Vane,
was,
hello, Vane.
sorry, pressing the wrong. Pressing the wrong. Forgot I wasn't playing Grat. As I say that. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm weaving a small sort of circlet of corn stems and wildflowers, and as I'm walking along, I'm admiring the beauty and the simplicity of the wildlife, and then looking with some distaste as we come into the fields and thinking, nature should not be ordered in such a way. Nature should be allowed to be wild and grow free. And what's that goblin doing over there?
Taking a shit.
Pride, what do you see? What's going on? What's going on in the eyes of Pride during
I've been
day
busy
one of the
in
trip?
my book looking at some rather racy pictures portrayed in it, and every now and then I'll look up, and I'm sort of overwhelmed by the abundance in this valley or whatever, Dave. It's never struck me. I've never been this far into this place. I've only been as far as Erton's previously, but this place seems like the bread box, so to speak, of this whole region, and I think the potential lies here for greater things, and I'm kind of making mental calculations about how to best exploit this land and its peoples, wondering about the political structure of this place, and I will maybe ask Urton every now and then about who holds these lands here, who holds these lands there, and
it's all owned by the farmers, he tells you. It's all of the farmers.
Oh, what do they do in the way of protection?
There are
it's
no
wide
lords.
open for the orcs and whoever wants to come rampaging in here.
That's possible, but usually when that happens, all of the nearby farmers, they will band together and put together this sort of like their own militia. Now, if the orcs come down from the mountains, then that's a whole nother issue to try to deal with. But that hasn't happened for many, many years.
I kind of wildly gesticulate into the air afterwards. Oh, Lord, no wonder the bandit lord found this place so appealing for his raids and whatnot, friends. This valley is wide open for any encroaching bandit lords or petty thieves to come and steal everything here.
Indeed, friend Pride, but one thing I'm noticing is a lack of pillaged properties, burnt fields, and dead farmers. How strange.
A bit of complacency going on, it seems.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, you haven't seen any dead corpses on the road. No other ransacked caravans. No
Perhaps they pay
dragons flying. Yeah, it's a bit. It almost makes you want to take up residency in this area and try to find a little slice of the pie for yourself.
Indeed.
No, the land is too ordered for my taste.
Don't you know, Vane, that they eat their victims, so they wouldn't be lying around? Isn't that right, Pride?
What are you talking about, Fail? What's eating what here?
Oh, the killings.
Yes, the bandit lord, he consumes his prey, of course.
Right.
I thought we'd already discussed that.
I believe, friend Fail, friend Pride, that the two of you are conducting shenanigans.
Oh, good heavens. How long have we known each other, man? Like 2 days? Surely you know me better than that.
Oh, I know you. Yes, I certainly know you. I've known you long enough to know that shenanigans is your middle name.
Nonsense, Vane. You have coin in your pocket, right?
Yes.
More.
I hear the jingling as we speak. I can hardly concentrate on my dirty pictures here.
This is the most money that you've had, especially being debt free, Pride.
Yeah, I
This is the
feel like
most
a
money.
new
You're on top
lease
of
on
the
life
world.
here.
No, I know. So the caravan, as the day starts to wind down and the sun starts to set in the west, it starts to get dark. Now, everybody, a lot of the mercenaries, they are starting to set up camps. The other, folks that have the wagons of the caravan, they've all stopped and parked on the side of the road. Every once in a while there will be a rider, like a horse rider, coming through. So something like probably one of the farmers going from one farmstead to another.
Courting his lady
Excuse me,
fair,
sorry
no
about
doubt.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So it is now nighttime. You guys are all around campfires. There's 3 or 4 small campfires. It's relatively safe. The Earthen has told you that there's really not a lot that happens in this area because there's a lot of farmsteads, and because of all of the different lines and the wire that's separated. The fences. The goblins really don't mess with this area because of they're just not really intelligent enough. Now tomorrow would probably be the more difficult of the 2 days. Yes, Fane.
Sorry, Dave. I'm going to try and find myself
No
somewhere with a tree that I can climb up and sit in its branches and meditate up there.
Sure, absolutely. You can find it, especially being a ranger. You have no problem at all finding a tree. I mean, it's not like there is a massive forest anywhere, but yeah, you can find a tree. It's off the path a little bit, but yeah. Everybody's eating some rations. Yeah, actually, you guys don't even need to deduct any rations because of all of the merchants. Yeah, they're providing it anyway for you and for the other mercenaries.
Well, as I'm going through my things, I say, "Oh, thank God, this miserable day is over. Only one more."
But we have fresh produce and food.
What a way to earn 12.5 gold, huh? Just walking for the entire day? Not even having to pull your weapon or knock an arrow or throw a spell of hate?
Is someone saying that to her?
Oh yeah, one of the other merchants.
Oh, okay, good.
To her. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd rather be cutting something up with it instead.
Oh, you kind of get this look as in like, wow, she's bloodthirsty, and then he says, it's nice to have you protecting the caravan, and as he kind of shuffles back into his wagon and the leathery lid closes, the leathery door kind of swipes over, and you can hear it zip up.
I'd rather be killing the bandit lord, right, Pride?
Yes, the bandit lord. Let's don't scare these people too much. I think that man's not going to get much rest tonight now.
So basically, you're all bloodthirsty. Let's see if there is any kind of random encounters here tonight. Just roll a d20 for me.
Let's let the seeker do it. He was looking out.
Okay, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, of course. I encourage everyone to take double watch. The dangers increase at night.
Mostly.
Oh, okay, so
everybody, you guys are safe. All of your shifts go by uneventful. You hear some wolves out calling out in the distance. Well, thank you very much, Pride. Wolves, other animals, nothing. No other screams of terror, nothing like that. Just animals of the night. So the next morning is here. You guys are in day two of your journey. The sun has now risen over the eastern tree line. As you guys can see, the rolling hills and all the other farmsteads. You guys see the sun start to come up over the rolling hills.
Over morning breakfast, I jocularly walk up to it. It doesn't seem like the bandit lord's got his patrols out. We may have a direct shot to his base from here.
As you're chuckling, huh? Nice.
Right.
Oh, mercy.
I shall make a breakfast of some berries and a few nuts or roots or something like that. And some good fresh water from the river.
Good idea, Vane. No cooking.
Give me a give me a survival check. Let's see if you can forge all of that stuff.
Would that be nature?
Well, let's see. I think it might be.
There's an
nature.
actual.
I think there is a. Yep, there's nature.
No, there's no survival in this one.
Nope. Difference between 4 and 5. Yeah, with your bonuses, you're able to find
nature
anything, and you find enough for everyone. You know, for everyone in the group, plus some of the others. They all thank you.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks, Gov.
Are the rest of us having hotcakes?
Even sure. Even one of the little kids. Even one of the little kids comes up to Vane and says, "Yeah, thanks a lot for getting that stuff. I really appreciate it. Too bad you didn't get more, you big buckethead." And he just kind of walks off.
I love the little kid voice.
Buckethead. That's a good one.
I shall stare after the young human child, raise one eyebrow in a most Spock-esque way, and walk away muttering something about humans don't get any better as they get bigger.
Well, Vane, one of the best things about humans is their short lifespan. Means they get shit done and quick. I like that.
Yes, and the annoying ones aren't around for as long.
Right.
Sometimes they just kind of disappear, right, man?
What do you mean they
No,
don't
exactly.
get better as they get bigger? As eye looms over.
This fucking tree trunk.
Yeah, you see this little kid walk back over to his wagon. Obviously, he's one of the children of one of the wagons, and you can hear his mother scolding him for talking to you like that. And she says, "You go right back over there, and you apologize to that nice man that brought you breakfast." And he comes back over and he says, "You know, Mister, my mom's making me come back over here and apologize, and I just want to say that I'm sorry. Not really." But I am sorry, and you can hear her. You can hear her.
You can hear the face palm.
"RC!" Yeah.
To be fair,
This is-
she did say man.
I'm sorry. I guess.
Don't worry, small human. When you wake up in the middle of the night and you've got fire ants eating you alive inside your bedding, remember,
Oh my God!
I'm
Mom!
one with nature.
He starts to run through it. Mom! All right, so the caravan starts to head off. I had to
Okay.
throw in the one bullhead kid there. I like to throw him in from time to time.
Little Pip.
Yeah, little RC man, a little badass man. So
Little
as you
bastard.
guys are traveling to the east, you guys get about halfway through the day, so it's about noon. You guys everybody is stopped. The horses are stopped. There's sort of like the stream kind of cuts into the farmlands a little bit, so they disattach the horses from the wagons and take the horses over to water them. Everybody's stopping and snacking. All of a sudden, one of the mercenaries gets shot with an arrow, sticks directly in his throat.
It
And
wasn't me.
Yeah, who sees this?
Yes, his neck explodes from being just covered with fire ants. No, no. So yeah, so as this guy's up towards front, you can hear a scream. One of the females on one of the other, on one of the other wagons screams this high pitched shrill. I can't do it because of my voice, but this guard goes down. There's an arrow sticking up out of his neck, and now all of a sudden, from all directions, there's probably about 20 to 25 goblins that just emerge. And just totally surround this 5 wagon caravan. There's you 5 and then 5 more other mercenaries. Well, you're down to 4 now. You can see all of the other caravan, the ones that are driving the wagons, steering the wagons. They're all jumping off with axes and swords. Urton grabs his big war maul and charges in, and the battle goes on for, I'd say, almost a full hour. And this battle It was starting to look pretty bad because most of the hired mercenaries were killed. I think there was one that survived.